The book that I will be reviewing today is called To Hell with the Hustle by Jefferson Bethke, I think. I will say this book was pretty awesome. I have mentioned in the past, maybe I haven't mentioned yet. I think I have a video on it, and I just haven't actually started to. I never posted the video about another book that I read, which is called Slow Living. So there's another book that I had read a couple of months ago that I have a review on, and basically I wanted to talk about the fact that I am trying to slow down. I am very much an overplanner, and my overplanning sometimes works well in my favor, like with my wedding. And other times it just brings me anxiety. And actually my wedding brought me a lot of anxiety prior to the week of the wedding. The week of the wedding I was just kind of like zen. I was ready for it to happen because everything I was worried about was resolved and taken care of, and everything was done, and we just literally had to show up and hope that our guests showed up, and they did. So it worked out. But yeah, especially with work, I am trying to learn to slow down, pace myself, learn to say no. I don't need to take on every opportunity just because it's good. Less is more. Simplicity is the best form of efficiency. I don't remember where I got that quote, but it's like plastered on my desk and on my computer. Anyways, so I think another YouTuber that I follow on my personal channel ended up mentioning this book. I'm pretty sure it was another YouTuber, because I honestly don't remember how I came across this book. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I should check this out. It's To Hell with the Hustle, Reclaiming Your Life in an Overworked, Overspent, and Overconnected World. Sounded awesome, right? I knew nothing about Jeff prior to this, and I honestly try not to read the information on the back of the book that often. Like sometimes I like going into books completely blind, and that's what I did with this book. I felt like the title was pretty self-explanatory, but it was not. This book, Jeff is very religious. He is Christian, and there are a lot of Bible references in this book, which is fine to me. I am not Christian, but I don't have a problem. I love learning about other people's religions, other people's beliefs and spirituality. So it was interesting, and I know of some of the Bible verses, but it was interesting seeing his connection to his view on religion and the way we as a society have formed these new religions, are worshiping over our phones, you know, because like you bend and you pray, and kind of like he creates this imagery of you praying over your phone to the gods of Instagram and Facebook, and where are you spending all of your time and your energy, and also thinking about how we don't think about all of these new technologies in our lives, because there's no real study on the impact of that stuff as it comes out. For example, he brings up a lot of old inventions, and for example, the light bulb. And he's like, the light bulb was invented because the person who wanted to invent it, why am I forgetting his name? I want to say Benjamin Franklin. And that's not right. Thomas Edison. Because Thomas Edison didn't like sleep, so he created the light bulb, and then in a way it's helped us, but in another way, we no longer go down when the sun goes down. Instead, some people wake up when the sun goes down because we have street lights, and some people have a hard time falling asleep because of the black lighting on their phone. And so, you know, this invention that is supposed to help us and has helped us definitely in many ways has also become a detriment to our health. So there are various little things in this book that he talks about like that. He talks about, I'm pretty sure he mentions the Industrial Revolution. He talks about our agriculture industry and how, you know, the way we now farm, it doesn't allow the soil to properly rest and reset the way it's supposed to. And I just thought, you know, it was very interesting, a lot of interesting thoughts that I had never thought of before. Um, and so I really want to give this another read. I actually finished this a couple weeks ago. I want to say I finished this at the end of January. I still haven't updated on my Goodreads. I am the worst with Goodreads. And we also have like another app thing that we use at my job. Haven't updated anything on there either. And I've read a couple books by now. I'm just the worst. I'm awful. With technology. So yeah, I thought this was a really good book. I would definitely read it again, and it would be less taken aback by the religious references in it because I now know what to expect. But yeah, it was good. It was definitely good. A very quick read. It didn't take me that long to get through it because I was interested in it the whole time. I felt like he definitely kind of keeps your attention the entire time because you're like, okay, where's he going with this next? I can't really comment on the writing. I mean, it's very my generation, I guess. I'm a millennial, so the way he talks about things, I didn't have a hard time relating to it at all. I think what drew me into this really well was in the beginning, he talks about his relationship with his wife. And of course, yeah, this was before I was getting ready to get married. And he was talking about how he was getting ready to have a divorce with his wife. Because when things get hard, she wants to stop, full stop, and just like reassess what's going on. And when things get hard with him, when he's overwhelmed, he just kind of keeps bulldozing through. And she feels like he's dragging her along with him. And it was causing problems in their marriage. And yeah, I felt like I could relate to both of them. There are times when, I think most of the time I'm more like his wife. Like when I'm super overwhelmed, I just want to stop. But there are other times when I feel like I need to push through because if I don't, I won't get anything done. And that's kind of where I've been. Oh, I have all this stuff to get done. I have this to get done, this. And I feel like I can't settle down until everything's resolved. And honestly, if I kept feeling like that, this video would not be getting made today. So, so I'm glad I decided to chill out on that. But anyways, I'm not going to talk much more about the book. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you're interested in nonfiction, if you're interested in someone else's take on hustle culture, and the active busyness, you know, he talks about like people who are busy are trying to avoid something, or, you know, you're busy for the sake of being busy and you might not be actually being productive. And hustle culture is very detrimental to our society. So yeah, if you're interested in learning more about that and getting someone else's perspective on it, definitely do this. I think I definitely need to reread it again. Right now, I am currently reading a book called Tea and Cake with Demons, A Buddhist Guide to Feeling Worthy by Andrea Limbach. Yeah, I think this is, so I went from like a super heavily Christian book to a Buddhist book. And this one is, I'm taking my time with it. I think the font sizes are pretty much the same, but sometimes it's just a little harder to digest certain things when it comes to nonfiction. So far, what I've gotten out of this book is to be able to sit with your demons, you know, your rage, your anger, your loneliness, your sadness, your negative reactions and thoughts and feelings to things. Your demons. Don't run from them, don't hide from them, face them head on. I mean, that's what I've gotten so far. Haven't obviously gotten very far in the book, so I will be reviewing this in the future. I also picked up another book. Too many nonfiction books. I picked up another nonfiction book. 2 nonfiction books at work. One on self-care and another one on emails and basically refreshing your email box. I thought it would be good to read that one, especially because I have a display coming up on spring cleaning. And again, I'm trying to declutter my life and slow down, and I feel like that's all interconnected. So anyways, thank you so very much for coming to my little cafe. If you are interested in To Hell with the Hustle, please let me know down in the comments below. And if you're reading any cool nonfiction books, please let me know. I will add them to my ever-growing list of books to read. And then also, if you're reading anything else cool that you like and want to share with anyone else in the BookTube community, please do write it down in the comments below. And yeah, until next time, happy reading, guys.